Hi, my name's Andrew Fisher, and I believe I have found the secret to life. It started when I was watching my friend play Grand Theft Auto a long time ago, Grand Theft Auto 4. And I remember in that game, you had this character who would go around and do all these different jobs. But you also had friends in the game and girlfriends in the game. And I remember, you'd be trying to chase this car down or do some task, and you'd get a call on your cell phone from your girlfriend who wanted to hang out, and you'd have to stop doing what you're doing to go hang out with her or blow her off, and then she'd get mad at you. And I remember thinking, this is so much like real life that it makes real life seem kind of like a game. And I took that with me going forward, and I thought more about it, and I thought, you know what? It does seem like life is a game. And I kind of embraced that for a while. And then eventually I remember seeing Elon Musk talk about how he believes that the universe is a simulation. And as I've thought about it more and more, I realized that there's so many different ways of seeing the universe, so many different perspectives. I did a TikTok recently and asked people what the meaning of life is, and I got so many different answers. Some people thought life has no meaning. Some people think it's just to reproduce. Some people are religious and think that we need to serve God, whichever version they believe in. And I've traveled around quite a bit. I spent a summer of my life hitchhiking around the country and meeting people of all different faiths and persuasions. I met Muslims and Hindus or Hindis, I guess it would be, and uh, Jewish people, and every different religion, Christian. And what struck me about that experience personally was that nobody really knows. I mean, how could you go through life thinking that you have all the answers when there's so many different people who believe opposite of you? It doesn't make any sense. It's so cocky to go through life thinking that you know the answers. And so this series that I'm doing isn't about the answers, but about a way that I've figured out to think about life that seems to bring about the most joy and the most agency, giving you the most power in your life. Because that's what we want, right? Is to be able to make decisions and feel like we have the power to choose, the power to make a difference in the world, or in our own lives at least. So that's what this series is about. So I think the first step is realizing that no one really knows the answer. You got to come at life with at least a certain amount of humility and realize that no one really knows. We're all just taking a stab at this thing called life. We're all trying to figure it out. So that's the first step, is realizing that we don't know. I mean, sure, maybe it's a simulation, maybe it's a game, maybe it's all real, and maybe there's a God. But how would you even know? You'd have to just pick one of those beliefs and follow it, or, as I've done, don't pick one and just kind of let it be. Once you do that, it opens up a whole world of possibility. And that's what I want to explore in this series. So if you find that idea intriguing, if you've been struggling trying to figure out life and realizing that it just doesn't make any sense, follow me on here on YouTube, and I'll be exploring some of what I've experienced and what I've learned, or I hesitate to call it learning because again I have to have a sense of humility about it when I don't really know all the answers. Um, but I've tried things, I've experienced things, and there seem to be some patterns that I can share that can bring you a lot of joy in your own life. So subscribe and keep watching.